Hey, welcome to my channel here in the Legal Matters with Yan. I just want to give my, it's not really, I know that my words is, I am nowhere, I am no one, and my words is probably not really relevant for those who are listening right now or who are watching right now, but I would like to give my my views, even though I know I'm not saying that it's you have to listen it or you have to watch it, but I'm hoping that somehow I could deliver this to those people that are watching this, especially to what I am targeting in this discussion right now. We heard recently about the chaos in Afghanistan, and my heart just breaks that with all the sort and the inconvenience and the dangerous thing that are happening in that country, that it's in the turmoil right now, and I'm so sorry for what these innocent people are facing right now. There are moments that I really questioning about myself for being like, why I don't have this one, I don't have that one, why I'm not like this, why I'm not like that. But somehow, for what reason and for what happened right now in Afghanistan, I felt embarrassed for myself, and I felt so bad that I have been selfish for thinking of, like, why I don't have this, why I am not like that, why I am not like this. It's for my personal being that I question why I don't have this one, despite the fact that I should be very thankful for what I have. I have a good roof. I have food on my table. I have clothes that I could wear whatever I want, and I have most essentially and the most fundamental is that I have my freedom, which compared to what in Afghanistan is that they don't have. And just for the freedom, they are their hunger for to have this one to what I have right now is the a lot of women that are happy to be in my position right now. So that's what I am pointing, and that's what I am directing for this vlog. For what happened in Afghanistan right now, I am sorry guys that you're in the shoes right now, and I know right in your shoes right now, I know it's the most uncomfortable and the most frightening in your life, because for what happened to your country right now, it seems like it's very inevitable to have those peace in mind right now. So I'm sorry that you are having that kind of situation right now, and I know that most, especially me, I have nothing, I can't do anything, but but to let you know guys, that thousands of women out there that having the freedom like what I have right now is sending the prayers for you guys out there, to hopefully at least you will feel the the peace in mind right this time, and hopefully you were sleeping well at least right this time, or even if you're watching right now, I hope that you are in that position to at least, even just for a minute, to feel that peace in mind right now. I know that freedom is the most fundamental that we as a human should attain and obtain that, and practice that freedom in our daily lives. I know how it felt to be frightened because once in my life I live in a country where woman is the freedom of that rights is it's not given, and it's not standard for all the female. So how much more in your positions right now, the due to the withdrawal of the US troops in your country in Afghanistan. Because of that, a lot of Afghan citizens that that are in turmoil right now because of fearing that the Taliban groups will gonna take over, and if those little freedom and those little peace that you felt will be taken away, what will happen to your life? Especially for this woman, for this female out there. I know the Taliban group, their propaganda and their agenda, their plan, their strategy is to take off those rights that you have right now, to education, especially for the kids, and the educations for the female work, to voice out as a woman will be very soon be disappeared under the administrations of this Taliban group. But all those are speculations, because I heard also that the Taliban is trying to negotiate the best as they can so that they can attain those whatever that can make the country in a better place. But what is really is a words compared to the implementation of the actions, a promise versus to the implementations of the actions. How you gonna implement a promise if from the past is already had been damaged? How you gonna implement a promise that yes, this time we're gonna give the educations, we're gonna implement the human rights of each individuals in this country, if from the past has been damaged already, if from the past that promise never been uplifted, therefore it ended up to a tormented life for each and individuals. I know for me, the basic human rights for me is I felt heaven when I just go out and walk on the street, and as a woman I know that I'm free. I felt safe by just walking out there by myself here. But we know already that in your country, in Afghanistan, all those rights are prohibited. As a woman, you cannot walk or you cannot work, you cannot go to school without the permission of the male of your house. Why is just going to school or just go outside by myself as a woman, why I have to ask permission to the man of my house? Why is that? Do I don't have really the rights to just decide for myself as a woman? Should I don't have the right really to learn and learn the knowledge and be educated as myself as a woman? Or should I say that is a racism between women and men in my country? Why is that the other country can go to work, their women can go to work, their woman can study, their woman can marry to anybody who they want, but why in this country those are prohibited? Why is all those rights as a woman is needed to have permission, to be permitted by the male of the house? As a woman you can work as well, as a woman you can study, as a woman you can hard work, you can do whatever the same with men. But why those rights are taken away? I cannot blame the US military or the US ally has to come this way, because it is somehow down the line the allies has to get out and end the war. However, it's just sad that it ended up like this. Now that the Taliban is taking over the country, how sure you are that this group, that the Taliban group, will gonna implement the basic rights of each individual in that country? How sure we are that this group will gonna take care of the country and improve the country as it is before? I understand the Taliban's goal in taking over the country. Of course, they want to rule their own country. They are the one to, they want to be the one to manage the whole country instead of the the foreign countries. We understand that, but why it has to rule in return of killing civilians, taking over and taking out away that to the basic human rights of each citizens? Why there are so Afghan citizens that are so afraid and desperate enough to escape the country as much as they can? The US military is only given to get out the country at the end of this month, and because of that, a lot of civilians and a lot of diplomats, foreign diplomats and foreigners in that country that need to be evacuated. And it's just so desperate to think that even your own country you are willing to sacrifice just to get out instead of just to stay there. It's because they felt that before during the hand of the Taliban, and they don't want that to feel that fear again in leaving that country. They are desperate enough to leave the country, leave their house, leave their property, and carried with them just a one suitcase. So for now, guys, thank you so much for listening. And for my co-Filipinos and my co-Americans, you are so lucky right now for not into this dilemma right now like what Afghanistan are having. So that's all for today, and see you again on my next vlog. Bye. Legal Matters with Yen. Sign out. Stay safe.